Hello Project Wreck fans, how you all doing? Welcome, it's a new year. Right, quick video, nothing to do with Project Wreck. Instead, I'm just going to tell you something a bit interesting. I'm in the village of Wroughton, which is just to the south of Swindon Central, just the south side of the M4. And over there is the Ellen Dune Community Centre. And I've always wondered why that was a strange name. Turns out it's named after a battle. It's named after the Battle of Elland. And the Battle of Elland, it turns out, was actually kind of important. So I have to give you a little bit of backstory here. We're going back to the Dark Ages, all right? We are going back 1,200 years this year, 925. That is south. That is the Kingdom of Wessex. That is north. That is the Kingdom of Mercia. And needless to say, they didn't get on. Now, in the Dark Ages, kingdoms are all very sort of fluid. Kings would come across, there'd be lots of sort of things going on. It's very hard to trace and track. And also, being the Dark Ages, there's not as much documentation left as we would like. But basically, you had a guy called Beowulf, I think it was, and then you've got Egbert of Wessex. They had a scrap here in Wroughton over 1,000 years ago. And at that point in time, the power shifted from the mighty, mighty Kingdom of Wessex, which ruled everything north of Swindon, all the way up to Northumbria. And at this point, Wessex, which, give or take, let's just think of it as everything south of here and the entire south coast, all the way down to Devonish, although there's a bit of a scrap going on down there. At this point, the Kingdom of Wessex actually beat the mighty Kingdom of Mercia and overthrew their king. And the interesting part of this is that this leads directly to the establishment of the Kingdom of Wessex as the dominant kingdom in the UK. Now, why does that matter? Well, it matters because Egbert's great-great-grandson was a guy called Alfred. And he became known as Alfred the Great because he was the first English king to unite the Anglo-Saxons into one kingdom. Now, it didn't last very long, and bear in mind, this is the time of the Vikings rattling back and forth and all sorts of chaos going on. But he united the Angles into their own land, which became known as Angleland or England. So the concept of the country of England started right here 1,200 years ago this year.